In this video, we're going to talk about building a prompt and talking to the AI and the way to structure the prompt correctly. So in every AI that you work with, whether it's Agent UI or OpenAI or something else, you are working with what it is called a system prompt. A system prompt is essentially a prompt that gives the AI the instruction on how to behave and what he's supposed to do. So in the case of Agent UI, it already has a system prompt, so you don't have to give him an instruction on what your expectations are and how to behave, and that he's a developer. He already has that. So what you want to do is specify what you want to build. So a quick example of that is, let's say you want to build a CRM, you will go ahead and be specific about your expectation. A quick example of that is that if I were going to create a CRM, I would tell the AI, create a CRM with a contacts page and a Kanban board that lets me track status. So I'm being specific about my expectation and I'm letting the AI decide on the design and skills, but you can be as much as specific as you want. One mistake we see with our users is that whenever they're creating a prompt, they go into something like ChatGPT and then they ask ChatGPT or another AI to create a prompt. That is a really big mistake because the AI can get really confused on what your expectation. These AIs try to create like really long prompts that are three or 2 pages long, and it can confuse or overwhelm the AI. What we recommend is basically keeping the prompt into 2 or 3 paragraphs, as 2 or 3 paragraph max, and then letting the AI work around that and build it little by little. So if you have a big project, you would start with a small piece, and then when it finishes, you test everything, you make sure it's working, and then you continue to the next step. So once you have, let's say you told the AI, okay, I need a CRM with these 2 pages, you can continue building the next module. But let's say you want to modify something in the existing page. What you want to do is basically select the element that you want to modify. You're specifying whatever you want to modify, and you're being specific. I can stress this enough, but a lot of mistakes that people make is that they're not specific enough. If you don't specify what you want to modify or what you want to change, the AI can get really confused. I'll give you a quick example. So if I delete this here, once again, I say to the AI, modify the chart in the home page and add new colors. I'm not specifying which charts and I'm not specifying what colors. So the AI can modify basically any of the charts I have in the page. So that really can confuse the AI. So whenever you want to modify something, you have to either select the element by clicking here and clicking the title or clicking the element, or saying specific like, so in this case, I'm telling the AI to modify in the overview page, the page that we're in, and then modify the monthly sales chart, and then add the dark color. So I'm being specific about what I want and where I want it. If you're not specific, the AI won't know what to modify. So it's very important you do this. So now if I send this to the AI is going to be able to modify the chart very easily because he knows what I'm referring to and he did a quick search to find where that is. So that way he found it and now he's going to modify it. So it makes it easier to reference something. So here's a change. I was specific of where I wanted the change, so it was really easy for the AI to modify it. Another thing to keep in mind is that whenever you change pages, the pages will also change over here, and you're able to select here the page that you want to modify, or view the name, so that whenever you're prompting the AI, you can say, I want to modify the advanced analytics page, the chart that says monthly sales volatility. So that way, the AI knows which page you're referring to. If you don't tell the AI which page, he won't know what to modify. So we talked about 3 different things. We talked about being specific about what you want, telling the AI specifically where you want to modify it or what you want to modify. And then the third thing, you're telling the AI to, you're keeping your prompt to 3 paragraphs long, the maximum 3 paragraphs, because if you make it longer, it will confuse the AI. And one other thing that we can't stress enough is that whenever you're doing a big project or you want to do like a big module, you break it down into pieces and you start go little by little. So let's say you want to create a dashboard with a form. You first create the form, you test the form, and you make sure it works and the data says correctly. and then you move into the form. You create a new chat and you move to the form. That way, it makes it easier for the AI, breaking the process into pieces as opposed to trying to do everything at once.